The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations perish from his land. Psalm 10, verse 16. So far, we have seen the pain of the righteous, verse 1, the portrait of the wicked, verse 2 to 11. We see the prayer of the righteous, verse 12 to 15, and in verse 16 and 17, we see the confidence of the righteous. If you remember, in verse 1 the psalmist says, "Why, O Lord, do you stand far away? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble?" After starting on a note of lamentation, he now affirms that the Lord is king forever and ever, and that he will wipe out the nations that set themselves against the Lord and his people. There is no change in his circumstances. What has changed is his perspective. After praying to God and pouring his heart out to him, what has changed is the way the psalmist looks at life. The first truth that dawned upon him was the fact that God is the king. He is a God who rules, and therefore the enemy's oppression was part of God's sovereign plan. In Genesis 50, verse 20, after having been sold by his brothers and finally becoming the prime minister of Egypt, Joseph tells his brothers, "As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring it about that many people should be kept alive as they are today." Remember the 50-20 principle of Genesis. Evil that is designed by the enemy can be turned around for good by God. Have a blessed day.